So right now I am cutting fabric from big sheets into 7x9 cuts with my rotary blade. And it's hard because you can't see where you're cutting, so you're hoping that you're just cutting on the line. But sometimes you're off. But you want it to be close as possible because I'm also matching this with the back with a solid colored back piece. And when I have a huge order of 80 to 100, it takes me 5 to 6 days working from 9 to 5 to make them. I don't even really stop for lunch. So yeah, it gets really tiring. It wears down on you. In recent months, with the quarantine going on, I've been making masks. Everyone was being told they needed to wear masks. The call went out that anybody that can make a mask should make a mask. I knew that I could, so I tried to, and that's where it started. I'm here at Ground Central, which is our kitchen table, making masks for anybody who wants them. My mom was an amazing sewer. She would sew her own clothes. You could tell her a Halloween costume and she would create it. I did not inherit those skills, but I do know the basics of operating a sewing machine, and I figured if it's a teachable thing, I can learn it. I've got a sewing machine, I've got the materials for it, I've got thread for it. So this is the first one I made with some Deathly Hallows fabric. It's just as good as I could do, and I was just in tears because I thought if my mom was alive, she would be able to show me how to do this. She would be able to walk me through it. After this one, I just kept going and got better and better, and now I've got this assembly line. They come out like this, pleated like this in 3 pleats, which is what the CDC recommends because that allows it to curve around your chin, but when you put them on, it comes apart so you can see the actual pattern. So you can see how this pattern is Luke Skywalker and Leia and Han Solo and Chewie and C-3PO.
What you doing, Rue?
I am threading a bobbin for Mommy. Mommy's making masks and I help her trim it. And I make the nose bridges that go inside. Mommy even made me 2 masks. There we go, through the needle.
Ooh, first time's a charm.
And now Mommy's ready to sew again.
Yay, thank you.
You're welcome, Mommy.
So good at doing this now. I certainly think it's surprising that we were put in a place where we didn't have enough protective equipment for our medical professionals. To find out that people who take care of us every day and people who save lives and deal with COVID don't have the masks they're provided was enraging, on top of all these other emotions from the pandemic. And we've changed that situation through an upswelling, a tidal wave of people just hunched over their sewing machines, sewing as fast as they can. That's pretty powerful, even though the situation started out in such a horrible way. The way that it's ending is that we are making sure every person that needs a mask has a mask. And there's so many people making masks. I am one of a million mask makers across the country, and it's really powerful to be part of that group. I've shipped them to everywhere from Canada and Oregon and Texas and California and Hawaii, an EMS crew, hospice care workers, scientists, medical care professionals, friends, family. And I feel like it's a skill that I have that not everybody has. They don't have a sewing machine. A lot of people don't sew anymore. And so to be able to give something to somebody that can keep them safe is a big gift. And it's worth it to me to make them smile as they're putting on their mask, because it's something that's theirs, that's only theirs, and it's personal to them, that a friend made with love. Because it's scary. It's scary right now. And if a mask can make that a little bit better, then it's worth it. No matter how long it takes.
What do you think the impact of your work making masks has been?
I think it's hard to say. It's hard to say, you know, have we slowed the spread of the disease? We haven't. You know, it's still increasing in a lot of places. But what I compared it to was the story of the little girl and the starfish. And they have washed up on the shore, and this little girl is going down the beach, and she's picking up starfish and throwing them into the ocean, and an adult sees her and says, you know, there are thousands of these starfish out here. How can you possibly make a difference? You're one little girl. And she says, well, I made a difference for that one, as she picks up another and throws it in. And so I just feel like I can't make thousands. I can't believe I've made hundreds, but I've made a difference for that one person wearing that mask. Oh yeah, we're gonna protect these babies. Now we'll leave them right here.
We'll get through this together.
We'll get through this together.